What's up everyone, Simulator Shane here. Today I've been working on this Cyclic control and I just wanted to show you a few things that I've done on it. So over here we have all the 3D printed parts that I've been working on for the magnet and the Hall effect sensor. But today I've been mainly focusing on tightening up the actual controls because the main stick comes from one aircraft, the base comes from another aircraft, and then this stick comes from a third aircraft. So they're all slightly different year models, so I'm just tightening up the base, how they interlock, and making sure that there's no slop, because the stick is so long you can really feel a little bit of slop down here translates to a big movement up there. So basically what I had to do was find this bushing here and put it on the bolt that holds the whole base together, and that basically just pushed the bearing into the whole assembly and made sure it was nice and tight so this didn't move around. And the place I found that spacer was in this mystery bag of bolts and other parts that basically when I was taking apart the helicopter, I just collected all the pieces that had fallen down underneath the panels and in between the seats, basically just down onto the floor of the helicopter under there. And I knew that they'd come in handy one day because I could see that there's lots of little parts in here that looked like they were important for something, so I basically put them all in a bag, and sure enough, as I'm putting these assemblies together, it's really nice to go, oh, I need a spacer that fits right here, and then I look up the part in the parts list, and then I look in my bag, and sure enough I find it, so that's been really good. And on the other end of the Cyclic over here, I fixed the problem of the pitch and the collective affecting the roll control, and the way I did that was by designing this 3D printed bracket which attaches onto the helicopter frame here, and then you can see I'm moving the helicopter, but obviously the frame would be staying stationary and then the Cyclic would be rolling. And you can see the way it used to be, there was a bell crank here which made this go up and down when the pitch was actuated. So now, obviously this being attached to the helicopter frame, this is now fixed, so it only moves in the roll axis. And then when there's pitch input into the Cyclic, there's no connecting rod here anymore. So now it just moves the pitch control only and the roll stays stationary, and then when you roll it moves the roll control only and the pitch stays stationary. So that's the way I eliminated the interconnection between the pitch and the roll and the collective on the Cyclic control. So that's what I've been working on today. And and I'm also working on the Cyclic friction, which is that assembly down there. There's the handle, and then that's the plates that tighten together, and then those little linkages there connect to the bottom of the Cyclic here and hold the Cyclic in place when you apply friction. But that's a whole nother story. So I'll see you next time.